Hello everyone. So today we are going to read about this poem, The Negro Speaks of the River by Langston Hughes. First of all, what is Negro? Negro is a slur which is used for black people of African origin or from Africa. It is a slur and which should not be used in the common language. However, this poem was written in the 20th century where this word's usage was not frowned upon. It was a time where these black people were actually discriminated by the white people living in America and European nation. So it was a very big problem. So this poem actually stands out in solidarity with those people by giving them a reason to feel proud about their skin color. The poet here writes this poem and giving various references to things which are natural, which predates the human life itself, and have the knowledge that has sustained human life for so long on this earth to the people who are black in color and have come from Africa. And we can just read through this poem and get to know about it. The poem is a free verse, that is, it does not follow any rhyme scheme and is pretty much comprehensible by age groups of any age group across any region, and is not very difficult to understand as well. So in the first two stanzas, the poet actually emphasizes upon the fact that he knows about these rivers. Rivers, as we know, are life sources. They are source, they are representation of vitality. They infuse life in terrains which do not support life, that is like deserts. So these river systems which are life supporting are in fact being known by this author who is personifying the black race itself in this whole poem. So the author implies that black people actually know these rivers. Black people actually know the life system, the life support, and how this life has thrived from the very beginning to the very present which we are living in. In the second line, he refers this thing by saying that his knowledge about these rivers is actually older than the flow of human blood in human being, which actually means that the knowledge of these black people have been from the time in where human beings were not existent on this earth. He refers that his soul has grown deep like the rivers. That means that he knows so much about life on this earth, the cultures and the people, these black people, that they are so deep in their understanding that their depth of their understanding has been compared to the depth of the river. Now, in the next four lines, I bathed in the Euphrates in the dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. Euphrates and Congo are rivers. So he refers that the black people were there when the dawns were young, when the world was very new. He says that black people built their hut near the Congo where they lulled to sleep. He refers that black people were amongst the first to like develop a civilization across the bank of Congo rivers, where they felt comfortable in the region. He says that I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. He says that they were the ones who created who created the pyramids, and the use of pyramids here shows the aspiration that these black people have. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I have seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. He says that Mississippi is a river in United States. He refers to an historical event where Abraham Lincoln sails down the Mississippi River to fight against the slavery which was going on there. Slavery, as in people who were black in skin color, were actually captured and sold to rich plantation owners in United States and foreign lands so that they could exploit them as laborers while giving them no fair remuneration and work benefits, even human rights as well. They had no rights. So this historical divide actually led to this cultural divide and discrimination which these black people had to feel. So Abraham Lincoln sailed down this river to reach a place called New Orleans, where a significant event took place to fight against this discrimination and slavery. He says that the black people have seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. He says that the banks of the rivers, which are like generally brown, they glow like gold. They glow under the setting sun as if they were made of gold. So he sees that although that this event was a very small event, it ignites a ray of hope in him. Why? Because like a speck of dust turning into gold and looking like gold inspires happiness, inspires hope in us. In the very similar way, the small event is actually something which is very meaningful though for this black community, as it gives hope for them, hopes to them for a bright future. He again emphasizes upon the fact that he has known rivers, ancient dusky rivers. Dusk refers to the time when sun is setting. He has known rivers, ancient dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like rivers. He's again emphasizing upon this fact that he has known rivers. The black community has known these life systems. So why is he emphasizing upon this thing again and again? He's emphasizing upon this thing again and again because he knows, as a matter of fact, that black people need this inspiration. So they needed to. So they need to be reminded about this common history which they share, which on which they should be proud upon, and take it as a safeguard against any exploitation and discrimination which other people are throwing at them. This is a common ground on which every bright people should feel proud upon. They should feel proud upon every single thing they have contributed to the present world. They should be proud upon the every single knowledge dish and culture which has sprouted from their culture thousands of years ago. So it gives ray of hope to these black people, and by emphasis on these three lines, by repeating them, the poet wants black people to learn and keep this in mind by fighting all the discrimination which is happening around him. I hope I was able to explain this poem to you. Thank you.